Hey, Pastor Thom here for our Friday Boost. We missed it last week. Apologies for that. Let me just share something that's been going on in my life recently. It's not a big deal. It's actually kind of fun and exciting. Carter and I have been looking around for cars for him. And we were actually up in Fargo last Friday. We were looking around and went to all the different lots there and even over into Moorhead. Been looking online. Have found a number of cars in the region within an hour drive. And one of the things I noticed as we were looking at cars, in the back of my mind, every once in a while I'd think, wow, that's a nice car. That's a pretty reasonable price. I should get that for myself. And after doing that, I don't know, probably a half a dozen or more times, I started thinking to myself, you know what? I don't need a car. Why am I even thinking about it? And then I found myself justifying it. It's like, oh, this is why I need the car. I can get better gas mileage. I could drive that more than I drive my pickup and get double the gas mileage. The reality is I was coveting a car that I didn't even need. Absurd, ridiculous. Why? Does it even make sense? My truck's perfectly fine. Deb's car's perfectly fine. I don't need a car. I need a car like I need a hole in the head. But I found myself coveting a car. There's one in particular that I've been trying to get Cutter to buy. It's a 2008 BMW that's only about $2,000. That has a lot of miles on it and stuff, but it's leather, sunroof, nice car. But he's not going down that road, I don't think so. But as I pondered this and I prayed about it, one passage that kept coming to my mind was Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. This is in the Ten Commandments, right? It says, "You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's." Now, the interesting thing about this is when it comes to coveting something, there's this correlation or relationship between coveting and contentment. The more we covet, the less content we are. The less we covet, the more content we are. The more content we are, the less we covet. The less content, the more we covet. It's like this yin and yang, black and white, good versus evil relationship. And that's why that's in the Ten Commandments. God knows that we will lack contentment if we're coveting material possessions or things that we don't have, and perhaps even things we don't even need. It takes away the joy of being content. And so I want to encourage all of you in a time of our lives where it's kind of hard to maybe even find a sense of contentment, to maybe look at some of the things that we are coveting and look at maybe shedding those away to help us find a greater sense of contentment in our lives. Okay, so I'm Mr. Honesty. I always like to tell the truth about things, and Deb says it's a curse of mine. But I have to tell you, Jenny just cut us off at the end there, and so you're going to see a little hesitation or a little flicker in the video. That's just because Jenny had to cut and paste it out. So just saying. And anyway, I was just going to say, God bless you. Hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.